Hello everyone! In today's video, I will show you how you can generate a way more advanced battery report for your laptop with PowerShell. As you know, Windows 11 has a battery settings page, which does provide some rather useful information. Sometimes. Excuse this machine for being off for 2 weeks, so there are no good statistics. Anyway, here you have some graphs in between all the settings, like the battery saver and others, but maybe it's not really enough for you, or you might want to see older information. Also, this page doesn't show everything related to your battery, like its manufacturer, for example, or some other details about it. There are just a few usage graphs that go back to 7 days, and in the most recent versions of Windows, there's also an energy recommendations section, which is honestly more related to power rather than the battery itself. You also don't get any health data from these pages. So, if you really want to see more about your battery, now is the time to open the command prompt and input the command, namely powercfg/battery report/output, and then in quotation marks you want to type in the path where you will save the report. It will be saved as an HTML file, which you have to name as well. So I will be using the desktop for the purpose of this video. The computer will take a moment to generate the report, and then you can open it. There it is. Now, in the beginning, it provides some information about the computer itself, the name, the OS build, and the BIOS. It will state when the report was generated, should you keep it for later. Also, in the next section, there is the battery information and the charging capacity. In the following table, you can see the recent battery activity, such as when the PC was last recorded being on battery, in my case, what its capacity was when the PC was plugged in, and so on. Then you ought to have a graph. And below it are all the entries since the system was installed, with some information about the snapshots. I'm talking about the usage history section, which in my case dates back to 2022 when I installed Windows. And that feels like yesterday, yet it was a long time ago. I'm not really sure why some information is missing, but then again this laptop is only used like once a week so that I write my scripts for the videos. Shout out to its battery, which lasts a few hours despite the laptop being over 10 years old. You also get battery life estimates when you pull the charging cable out. So yeah, a useful feature this is, despite not being easily accessible unless you go to CMD for it. I don't know if it was accessible with Control Panel in the past or it is a recent addition. In fact, I came across it when I was trying to fix an error. Anyway, thanks for watching, subscribe for more, and I'll surely see you again.